government-run, quote, exchanges, unquote, where people earning between 150% and 400% of the poverty level, that is up to about $96,000 for a family of four in 2016, could buy coverage at heavily subsidized rates tied to income. The government would pay for 93% of the insurance costs for a family making $42,000, 72% for another making $78,000, so they're doing it subsidized instead of just giving it for free. We know what your actual goal is, Pelosi. We know you want nationalized health care eventually. We know it. Other points that make this disastrous: expanding Medicaid, gutting private Medicare. All this is particularly reckless given the unfunded liabilities of Medicare, now worth $37 trillion over 75 years. These numbers that they throw around like it's nothing to pay for all this stuff is unheard of. It's unthinkable. It's uncomprehendable. You cannot comprehend $37 trillion. Ms. Pelosi wants to steal $426 billion from future Medicare spending to pay for universal coverage. While Medicare's price controls on doctors and hospitals are certain to be tightened, the only cut that is the sure thing is practice is gutting Medicare Advantage to the tune of $170 billion. Democrats loathe this program because it gives 1 out of 5 seniors private insurance options. Oh boy. Oh, here's what's going to make it. Oh, there's just so much great stuff in this bill. Another thing is just going to make it so wonderful. European levels of taxation. All told, the House favors $572 billion in new taxes, mostly by imposing a 5.4 percentage point surcharge on joint fillers earning over $1 million, $500,000 for singles. This tax will raise the top marginal rate to 45% in 2011 from 39.6% when the 45%, that's nearly half of their income. I don't care if they're rich, that's nearly half of their income. I thought we were a free society with the right to private property to keep most of what we earn. I guess not. The burden will mostly fall on the small business that have organized as Subchapter S or limited liability corporations, since the truly wealthy won't have any difficulty sheltering their income. Except, yeah, they won't have any difficulty, but they will also not contribute to the free market system, create new jobs, spend more money, which creates new business like that. So, the bill is going to expand Medicare, which is already almost bankrupt. It's going to raise taxes. It's going to cause the government to spend more money. What else is it going to do? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, the insurance takeover. This is also a new health choices commissioner. Oh, great. Another government will decide what counts as essential benefits, which all insurance will have to offer as first dollar coverage. Private insurance will also be told how much they are allowed to charge, even as they will have to offer coverage at virtually the same price to anyone who applies, regardless of... Oh my God. First, they tell the insurance companies what they have to cover. Then they're going to tell them how much they have to charge. The insurance company's going to go bankrupt. They can't... That's not how the market works. You can't just dictate all this stuff to a private company. If you allow the free market work, the prices will go down. You allow competition. You know, the GOP is going to release their own, and this is also from the Wall Street Journal, and you know, I'm a conservative, not just a Republican, but just listen, this just makes a lot more sense. And it doesn't involve a 1,990-page bill. It's written by Corey Bowles. GOP health bill gives insurance more leeway. In Washington, a House Republican health care bill wouldn't seek to prevent health insurance companies from denying sick people insurance, Minority Leader John Boehner said Monday. Republicans haven't released full details of the party's bill, but Mr. Boehner said the legislative proposal would be made public in the next couple of days. The bill would allow insurance firms to sell policies across state lines, permit small businesses to pull together to bring down costs they face, implement changes to medical malpractices, and give state governments more flexibility to pursue rule changes in their states. Gee, what do you know? 4 simple steps that promote the free market, that promote competition, that will lower prices naturally and doesn't create a big government bureaucracy, a big government program that the government doesn't have enough money to afford anyways. Simple. And it's simple right there. So easy solutions right there. Also, we could give tax credit for people to buy on their own instead of through their employer, which will also create more competition, which again will lower prices. Works for car insurance. Why can't it work for health insurance? It's very simple, but it makes you wonder, what is the Democrats' plan? This so-called worst bill ever, that's what the Wall Street Journal called it, I'm just quoting them. The worst bill ever, what is their goal? Is their goal really to provide quality health care to the majority of Americans? Or is it something else? I think it's something else. I think it's about power, and it's about control. It's about government controlling things. See, they don't like the free market because they can't control it. They want to be able to control, because with control, they can get more power. They can stay in power longer. They can possibly get more money, stay in their seats longer. They forgot that they're civil servants, and they forgot that they don't have any constitutional authority to do any of this. I've gone over that in past shows. We're a constitutional republic. We have our laws based on the Constitution, and we have representatives who have certain powers inside the Constitution, enumerated powers to do specific things, which is really to protect us. The federal government, that is. The states and local governments cover the rest, and the free market will take care of most of the problems anyways. Read Adam Smith's Wealth of Nations. First, we're going away from God. Now we're going away from our founding fathers, the Constitution. These are the foundations of our society. These are the foundations of our culture. And when you break down a foundation, the house crumbles with it. We are getting rid of our foundations piece by piece. God, family, healthcare. God, family, Constitution, our founding. These are our foundations, and they're breaking apart, and it's creating a void, and it's being filled with junk. Time to stand up. Time to wake up. Time to stand up. Time to we can reform the system. We can remodel like you remodel a house. But we do not want to tear down our foundation, because once we tear down the foundation, the house falls down on top with it. I don't want to see that. Time to get back to our foundation. Well, thank you guys for listening so far. I'm going to play another song here. You're listening to the Michael Yaffee program, WNSC.UCF.edu online radio. You're listening to the Michael Yaffee program, WNSC.UCF.edu online radio. And to end the show on a lighter note, I'm a UCF student, and it was on ESPN. The Knights football team beat Marshall last night 21-20. It was actually a really good game. UCF, it seemed like they were getting killed. Most likely they're going to get killed next week to Texas. I didn't say that out loud, though. It's a secret. But at least we got a win this week, and I had to share that with you. It's just some good news. My NFL team is the Bucks. Okay, they stink. I needed some good football news, and the Knights gave it to me. This is from the Knights UCF Athletics site. Miller time. Chants of bruise could be heard all over the Bright House Network Stadium Sunday night. While the offense made the final play to give the Knights the victory, it was junior Bruce Miller's incredible play from his defensive end position that kept giving the UCF offense chances. Late in the fourth quarter, with Marshall just 1 yard from a probable game-clinching first down with just over 2 minutes remaining, Miller stripped Marshall's quarterback Brian Anderson and gave UCF one last opportunity for the win. For good measure, Miller finished the game with style as well, sacking Anderson on the game's final play to put one last mark on the key Conference USA victory. For Miller, he was just continuing to do what he had been doing all night, all season, and for all of his UCF career. He finished the game with a team-high 10 tackles, 2.5 sacks, and 3 tackles for a loss. Oh, it's so good to cheer for a football team. Day one. It feels good. Feels good. Hopefully one day we'll be even better when I'm older. I can come back and UCF will be just amazing. But right now I'm taking what I can get. Senior quarterback Brett Hodges had one of the best passing games in recent UCF history Sunday night. After an inauspicious 0-for-6 start, Hodges caught fire in directing the Knights offense. He completed 23 of his last 39 attempts and concluded the game with 342 passing yards and 2 touchdowns. Hodges became the first UCF quarterback to throw for 300 yards in a game since Kyle Israel totaled 314 yards against East Carolina on October 6, 2007. The 342-yard passing are also the most by a Knight single caller since Ryan Schneider's school record 497 yards against Fort Atlantic on September 13, 2003.